Hi there and welcome back, my friends. We have the ghost ship. Now Eldis wants us to get that ship. And the question is, can we maybe ally with her and others, or do we have to commit to one thing? Oh, the wind carries an unusual sound to your sea encounter now. Great. The distant roar reaches you from across the water, raising the hair on the back of your neck. LLENGRATH gapes, God's alive! Yourself a look at that. Kyo thrusts a finger in the air. It's a goddamn dragon! A massive winged reptile sweeps over von Ferris, throwing the deck into shadow, setting the sails to billow and snap. Look alive or look dead, lads and lasses, grim cauldron barks. Furl the sails, ready the powder for wedding. The dragon bunks in the distance, cutting a line across the ocean, and you can just make out the figure of a rider upon its back. Belay that order. We'll find out what they want before we start scrambling to our defenses. Your crew scrambles across the deck. As the beasts approach, slows. The dragon stops above von Ferris, the wind from its wings buffeting you as its rider peers down imperiously. She dismounts, slipping from the dragon's back and into thin air. What? Hello?
Watcher of Cadnua, if I might have a moment of your time.
Though her form is different from when you last met, you recognize the striking figure before you as the Archmage LLENGRATH. LLENGRATH is an Archmage known for her defensive spells. She's not the first to hold the title LLENGRATH, nor will she be the last. You killed her at Morgrek after your encounter with the Lich Consulhout. Hello again. She blinks rapidly, briefly surprised out of her formal mien by your exuberance.
I seek a truant member of the Circle of ARCHMAGE, Maura. She sent rather cryptic word that she'd found something of cataclysmic potential in the Black Isles, something that could aid you in the fight against Eothas. You've aided the Circle of ARCHMAGE once before. We've found ourselves wondering if you might do so again.
Who is Maura?
A wizard and a member of the Circle of ARCHMAGE.
LLENGRATH gives you a pained expression.
She has a predilection for tentacle magic.
Tentacle magic, oh god. Alright. Why would I want to help you? Nah. Oh, sounds great. When do we start?
As soon as you're able.
LLENGRATH frowns, her gaze turned to the horizon.
Maura's drive is frightening, foolhardy, and her love of the Deadfire uncompromising. If she's found some method of stopping Eothas, we must make sure she doesn't destroy Eora in an attempt to save her archipelago. I will await you in the Black Isles, a volcanic chain in the southeastern sea, due south of Tikawara. Don't tarry over long, Watcher.
Alright, we'll speak with LLENGRATH. As LLENGRATH steps from the railing, her dragon sweeps beneath her, catching her up. Yeah. The great reptile's wings dig into the air, and it rapidly recedes towards the ocean. LLENGRATH seated steadily on its back. Elcga looks to you, ready to chart a course when you are, Captain. Huh. Interesting. Well, I think we have a relatively good ship now. We just have to place our people well. So we have no cannons at the moment, but these are the cannoneers. Cannoneer. Aled, Eldengrim, Anisi, Emeni, Ikyuk, Oswald, Nea, Delia, Berta, Little Luca, Beardol, Chitupek. Yeah, we'll have to distribute you as well. Apparently the von Ferris is a little bit smaller than our thing. What can we... Triumph of Beggar Winford. What have we? Ragged Sails. Oh. That's all the ships we have triumphed over. Yeah, good, good. I mean, we have to take other equipment now. That's the resting crew. Okay, we have expert surgeon. Yeah, good. A novice cook and little Luca. Maybe we can find a better cook. Can we? So you need to be deckhands. Okay, you're good at deckhanding, and you need to be good at... Isn't that the navigator? Boatswain. That's boatswain. Okay, we need a good boatswain. Deckhand. There's our cook. We must return to the shipyard at Neketaka. Okay, so let's go to Neketaka. Neketaka first, then we'll visit over there at that black chain or something. The von Ferris. Ooh. La 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 la. So we're at the dock now. Let's see. No, not supplies. Let's... we must land, right? Queen's Birth. Queen's Birth. Let's have a look at the ship. And we'll see what we do. Good, good, good. Here we go. Now we can do that. Where is the cook? There's the cook. You're an unskilled boatswain. Master deckhand. Yeah, the deckhands are pretty good. Cannoneers are also pretty great. Boatswain, cannoneers. Navigator. Expert helmsman. That's helmsman or what? Don't we need the navigator? Okay. Unskilled boatswain. I think the best boatswain we have is... Beodul. Hey. We'll have you. Hey. Oh, that's locked? Okay, I see. Helmsman, cook, cannoneer. Why is that locked? Helmsman, cook. And then we have deckhand here. Or maybe a surgeon wouldn't be bad. I don't know. Anyways, we need cannons and stuff. Ooh. That's really a small thing, and we have an infested hull. Ugh. The ship, the ship, the ship. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, well... Why is it all so dark here, by the way? Oh, is it maybe... Hey, it's maybe night, huh? Hey, Samar.
Business comes and goes like the tide. Ugh.
Like to see your goods. Like to see your goods. The Bone Frame Hall. Nah, sails. We don't really need sails. We just need a couple of cannons. I don't know. Pretty full, but we need 8 cannons, I think. What does this do? 250 to 350, 36, 200, 300, 150 damage, 4 to 7, 4 to 7, 6 to 9, 6 to 9, 8 turns, 12 to 15. Crazy stuff. Let's build by 8 or something. I think we need 8. And we trade. Where are the weapons? Oh, great. Oh well. Then let's just take the best cannons, eh? The Valiant Hull Breaker is also pretty good. A standard anchor, standard lantern, standard helm. Helm, lanterns, anchor. Something. And flag. Where's my flag? Helm, lantern, anchor.
Business comes and goes. Come to.
Helm, lantern, anchor. We have a good anchor here. I only need 1. Lurker helm. If you want so. Light lantern. Vithrak silk sails. No, I will not change the sails. Okay. Oh, that's not there. Can have a menagerie. And captain's quarters. Okay. Oh, we cannot remove the standard anchor. I want the living steel anchor. I want the blight lantern. I want the helm. I want the arcane lantern. Anything. Ah, okay. Apparently we cannot take too much of that. We add that. No! Okay. It cannot be modified. Probably also not the sails. Oh well. Oh well then. Anyways, we wanted to go to Queen on a Casa maybe? Nah, let's see. There was something we wanted to do. A ruin buried in the Black Isles, south of Kevaver. At least we've changed our crew. Now we're stuck with this ghost ship. I mean, at least we could get cannons. Okay. So let's go to the sea, the Black Isles, and south of Kevaver, they said. So, south of Kevaver. Wasn't it like in totally in the east? There's Kevaver, there's the Halls of the Unseen. We'll sail with our ghost ship. At least the morale is rising. Now. Crew, crew, crew! The ghosts demand your attention. On to the halls of the unseen. Let's see what she wants. Yeah, there are the tentacles. You can see them. And she has something for tentacles. I've heard about that. The door swings open at your approach, almost as if it anticipated your return. Mora. Mora, Mora, Mora. What are you up to? Oh, please. Don't do this again. Not again to me. Hopefully this is all open now. Yeah, it seems to be all open. Ah, come on now. The halls of the unseen. Ah, look! There is an opening. The Temple of Revelation is below. Hello there.
You came as requested. Excellent. I believe the entrance is... Ah, here we are. A moment, if you would.
What have you found? Then let's go down there, I guess.
You calling me a cheat?
Filthy lying ground stink doesn't play fair. Rolled a 10. Stupid wizard, I rolled 10.
Dropping the dice isn't the same as... What?
What have you found? As the ground settles, the wizard and the imp exchange a shocked glance. One of the newly sprouted tentacles dances in slow, hypnotic circles over their heads.
That was the biggest one yet! Look at us standing on the fault line of sanity! Hello up there!
The wizard waves up at the tentacle before turning his attention over to you.
Didn't see it come in. Welcome to the Halls Obscured. My friend and I were just passing the time of the game and enjoying these little shake-ups.
We not friends. Stupid wizard is a stupid cheat.
The imp kicks a colorful set of dice across the floor before flapping its wings and crossing the room. Who are you?
I'm Tane, the Archmage. Maybe you've seen my chaotic orb bouncing around. It's really something.
What are you doing here, Tane? How did you even get in?
She rubs hard at her temples and sighs. I second that. And some of us had to find our way through a labyrinth.
Got in through a hole. That one, right through there. You must have walked straight past it when you were topside.
Tane points over to a collapsed wall and smiles pleasantly.
Isn't this something? I came searching for Maura and got distracted. Don't you just love a good antechamber?
Tane plants his hands on his hips and surveys the area, grinning all the while.
If this one has a few embellishments.
He gestures at a patch of writhing flesh stretching across the ceiling. What is this
I
place?
asked myself the same question when I got here. Tentacles, eyeballs, labyrinth? It could be anything. I'd still be dumbfounded if I hadn't learned it all from Maura's own words. Here, she left this behind. I don't think she expected anyone to follow.
Aha. Maura's field book. Despite a pervasive dampness, the pages of this notebook separate with ease. Written in Huana, the text describes a vast subterranean life form of fleshy tendrils and shuttered eyes. The stranger sections refer to establishing a communion with the entity with the aim of conjuring forth arcane simulacra. Towards the end of the fieldbook, Maura writes, well, the 100 visions, the obscure, the eyeless face. I'm sorry, I believe it. You who rests within this darkness, the you that once walked the world. Why do you survive? Yet why haven't you awoken? Can you be turned against the dawn stars? Does he not threaten your mysteries? Will you not introduce him to his final dusk? LLENGRATH thumbs through the book, eyes widening as realization dawns.
She believes we stand atop the body of Well.
Well's body?
Would explain the powerful arcane energies here. Though I doubt the other gods' bodies were quite so friendly.
Scowling, she knocks away an errant tentacle that had been trying to entwine itself in her hair.
Yes, just look at it. Hard to unsee, even if you close your eyes.
Tane rubs his palms together joyously as he surveys a mass of eyes and tentacles undulating beyond the gap.
While riding my dragon across the White March, I came across an unimaginably large skeleton. Legend would have us believe it is the fallen form of Abaddon.
Abaddon, yeah, the god of golems. My
The
goodness.
Circle has been speculating on the existence of the gods' bodies ever since.
I also saw Abaddon's remains at the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
This body is a good deal fresher than Abaddon's.
She snorts and returns to Maura's writings. Her ill humor is short-lived though, for she soon grimaces and meets your eye again.
We'd believed them all gone. Not just dead, but destroyed by the gods' own hands. Obliterated. This one, it's still alive.
Makes you wonder what has Maura so excited.
Tane considers his surroundings with a thoughtful grin.
As nice as it is to take in the scenery, is everyone else thinking what I'm thinking? Huh? I mean, the answer's staring us in the face, literally.
No one understands your manic rambling, Tane. Speak plainly or be quiet.
The answer to what?
Look, we have an unconventional problem, and it needs an unconventional solution. I don't think Maura came this far just to hug some tentacles. She wants to wake up Wal's body and send it after Eothas.
How do you even know that's what Maura wants?
I have my doubts that a single Archmage could exploit a body this amazing for self-interest alone. No, she's got to have bigger plans. Hasn't our Maura always said that a well-placed tentacle can solve most of life's problems? If she wants to take a swing at the big green guy, who are we to stop her?
It's speculative to assume that Maura even wants to awaken Well. Doing so would involve meddling in matters far beyond her comprehension.
She taps a finger against her lips, thinking.
Or something she understands all too well. You don't know. Give her some credit, Len.
You give her more than enough for the both of us, and far more than she deserves.
What do you make of this, LLENGRATH?
What is there to be made? The gods, in their wisdom, laid to rest their Titan forms. Surely it was with good reason. Imagine the destruction they must have wreaked upon Kit's society when they had the run of the world.
The Watcher doesn't need to try very hard to imagine it. Remember Cad Nua? Castle never had a chance.
This facility is enormous. Mora could be anywhere.
How about you spearhead our little search party? Len and I will keep an eye on this handsome antechamber. It's safe, or in case she doubles back. Fair warning, when I was poking around, I ran across some creepy librarian types. They were happy to look the other way as long as I didn't disturb their work.
Tane shrugs.
In the meantime, Tane and I will see if we might learn more about Wal's Titan form.
Well, okay, we haven't addressed the imps in the room. Why are there imps in the room?
You know, I was enjoying their company so much that I never once thought to ask.
Tane squints down at one of the creatures.
Came from stinking Archimage's house. Was told to help stupid Watcher groundmate.
The imp grimaces and waves disdainfully at you.
Master gave orders to fed it spray. Come talk when ready, eh?
Second imp waves a sheet of ragged parchment over its head like a banner.
Where'd nasty Fasina go? Why's she not here? Have orders for her too.
The imp scowls, looking past you toward the entrance.
Brilliantly done. What fluttering marvels they are, imps. Well, question answered then?
Tane returns his attention to you and smiles pleasantly. As long as I get to keep anything that isn't nailed down.
Still into plundering old ruins. Sound financial strategy. Keep saving up for that second castle. You'll get there one day.
No matter how Tane whines, Wal's body, if that's what this is, mustn't be awoken. The Deadfire cannot bear another calamity of Eothas' scale.
What happened to your spirit of adventure?
Tane smirks and shakes his head.
Watcher, friend, are we on a first-name basis yet? Call me crazy, but I think you should do whatever feels right. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, these tentacles grow until they consume every island in the Deadfire, and we all become mindless thralls in an ever-ending tentacle nightmare.
Huh. And you're saying that's the bad outcome, am I right?
Tane strokes his chin and nods.
We can continue this debate later. Right now, our chief concern is locating Maura. Maura could have only gone two places. Up in the archives to the northeast, or down into the collections to the southwest.
Huh. The archives? The collections.
Maura's journal suggests she went to the archives first, but that could always be a decoy. I did hear some unpleasant noises coming up from the collections.
Tane hugs himself and
Hope
shivers.
she's okay.
If you'll begin a search of the wings, we'll scour this area for further information.
She nods and turns away. Alright. So that's us then. I found the Black Isles. And we will first talk to the imps, because they had some kind of parchment. The imp turns to you and lets out a quick puff of wild spray from an orifice that abruptly snaps shut.
Don't know your face, ground stink. You the one I'm supposed to find?
I am Kevaver Forgedawn, captain of Von
They
Ferris.
let you sail boat?
One of the imp's eyes bulges skeptically.
Master told Fetid Spray to bring baubles to Sanctuary. Offer to stupid ground meat for coin.
Imp gestures toward its wares.
Here, from Master. Master's most glorious words.
The imp reverently hands you a scrap of soiled parchment. Simple instructions. Kevaver Forgedawn, I will keep this terse in case my imps should meet an unfortunate end and this missive is intercepted. By now you will have encountered other members of the Circle and laboriously scrutinized their motivations in breaching Wales' obscure sanctum. Allow me to add my rationale to theirs. My desire is a simple one. Tidiness. There's already one god blustering his way through the Deadfire, and I have no desire to see him joined by another. If Fasina still lives, try and keep her alive. She has a modicum of potential, and it may yet aid you in Wales' unusual territory, ARCHMAGE.
Where nasty Fasina? Instructions for her too, eh?
The imp hurls a scroll to the ground. An assignment for Fasina. Fasina, you would be blameless to conclude that our time together was wasted. The tasks I assigned you ranged from tedious to toxic. I gave you only beginner's cantrips in exchange for thankless labor, and in every way you earned your deserving ire. In spite of these setbacks, you have persevered to become a wizard of exceedingly bright potential. You went over my head to access books you had no authority to read, learned spells beyond your capability, and even turned the imps against me in a short-lived insurrection. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Which is all to say that I am delighted by your progress. A wizard does not ask for permission or consign themselves to a rigid structure of authority. A wizard is driven skeptic and agitator. Even the ARCHMAGE only tolerate their self-imposed circle on the best of days. Whether or not you still consider yourself my apprentice, consider well sanctum your final assessment before graduating to better things. I think you will find yourself equal to the challenge. Yours, ARCHMAGE. P.S. Should you survive the ordeal, you may use this as a letter of recommendation.
So, what does Master want?
I'm supposed to make sure that we don't have a second Eothas on our hands.
What that mean, eh? More god stinks walking in statues? Well, try not to die then. I no care.
Hope that ARCHMAGE appreciates your hard work.
Master trusts fetid spray to handle coin. That means his best imp, most trusted friend. Fetid spray is loyal, eh? Not like some.
Creature aims a withering look at its colleague.
Complacency will be Master's undoing, huh? We dismantle his manor from basement to roof.
Drowsy puke grinds its fist into its palm.
Terrible imp plots against Master, eh? You worst friend.
Fetid Spray shakes his head in disapproval. What do you have here for us? Some scrolls, some stuff. And if we need to retrain, we will help you. Okay, there's something hidden here. Look at that.
I got it.
Potion of perfect aim.
I got this.
And there's more. That is not so hidden. Antidote. Missives of the Hand Occult. About Vale, of course. The eyeless face, whatever.
Consider it done.
We're a street fighter, not a wizard. Good, so thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. We'll see each other soon in the halls of the unseen, in the Temple of Revelation. Have a great time until then and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.